Hi, my name is Kristen Portillo, and I will be talking about the hustle culture in South Korea. Imagine a society where life synchronizes with the ticking of a clock, where work isn't just a means to an end, but a way of life in itself. Welcome to the world of intense hustle culture, a phenomenon encouraged by many societies. It's especially noticeable in South Korea, where the words live to work often supersedes work to live. South Korea has a culture known to have difficult work-life balance and has one of the highest depression and suicidal rates in the world. In America, we know hustle culture has always been glorified through the American dream, that basically anyone can reach their goals if they hustle and work hard enough to achieve them. It's identified through Americans' desires for financial success and independence of their own assets. American hustle culture emphasizes a lot on your drive, your innovation, your creativity, and your pursuit of your own goals. Social media has also been promoting the importance of work-life balance to encourage wellness and mental health. Basically, in America, a happy person is more efficient and produces way better results. Whereas, however, in Korea, contrasting America, wellness and mental health is actually overshadowed by the demands of the workplace and societal expectations. This contributes to the declining mental and physical health of the population. People here have long working hours, limited vacation times, and pretty much prioritizes work over life. It's becoming a compliment to say something like, "You must be far busier than me," as a way to boost one's ego. Being busy means that you have a high social importance, which is a social standard that explains the obsession with hustle culture in Korea. Why is it that Koreans tend to sacrifice their mental health? This may be because of Korea's history and cultural values. Korea is a collectivistic culture, meaning that their culture is based on valuing the needs of a community over the individual. Kinship and family are important, and harmony is basically valued. This may be toxic, though, because it encourages people to make decisions based on societal expectations. Therefore, people are pressured to perform to their very best, and this forces people to have very extremely high work ethic and unhealthy obedience to their superiors. This causes success pressure in order to make others happy, and I guess you can say that it is extreme people pleasing. Korea has a corporate culture centered around hierarchy. Age and status are very important in their culture, and because of that, there's an unstable work-life balance since obeying demands from your superiors, who, by the way, might be on a power trip because some managers and CEOs tend to be very toxic to those down below. And basically, those who obey demands is heavily rewarded, and it's expected that people of lower status work more than those who are above them. Although the idea of work-life balance is slowly changing in order to encourage families to settle down and to promote stability, because actually in South Korea has one of the lowest birth rates in the world. There's also evidence of this behavior developing in the past, in which Koreans had internalized the idea of working diligently because of their history of industrialization. Korea's use of human resources were the reason why their country was able to grow from post-war poverty, where they hardly had any food to eat, to now high in the economy. Unbearably hard work basically just got them out of poverty and famine. Considering Korea's history and cultural values, we can pretty much say that it caused a huge impact and consequence on society. Their well-being is mentioned a lot in Korean daily lives and casual conversations. For example, people say, "I will eat well," as a dining etiquette to say before each meal with others. People will also say healing time. It's a phrase meaning to relax after hard work. And even saying hello means to be in peace or "I hope you are well" or something like that. Despite these common phrases, mental health is not typically talked about in depth and is actually pushed down and considered taboo. This mindset is actually rooted in public conscience. It's seen as a sign of weakness. There is a term called the Han River crisis. The Han River is basically a river and it's a common place of suicide. 95% of South Koreans report being stressed, and 1 in 4 people suffer from any kind of mental disorder. But however, only 1 in 10 receive treatment. It's common that the elderly face depression as well, and nearly every day, 40 South Koreans commit suicide. The youth even feel disillusioned with the future, so there's actually high rates of emigration. This type of information is honestly largely hidden from international perception. Korea often pushes the images of glamorized society instead, such as in K-dramas, they usually highlight the beauty and the aesthetics of Korea, and K-pop artists usually emphasize the perfect image of an idol. And the Korean government has done little to fight mental illness beyond raising awareness, but most of the change actually comes from the civil society groups and nonprofit organizations, which who do actually raise awareness about mental health issues, but not at a big impact. Unfortunately, cultural stigma and societal pressures still continue to be a barrier to the improvement of the idea of mental health and seeking help for it. But there is still hope with small changes in society as generations become more and more aware and become more open-minded about the idea of mental health. Thank you for listening to my presentation.